Trade war fury. The US takes on China, Mexico, and Canada. But who's really losing? Can you believe it? The US has just imposed massive tariffs on its top trading partners, China, Mexico, and Canada, and they're hitting back in a big way. Tariffs are going up, prices are going up, and the global economy is going into chaos. But what's behind this sudden trade war? Is it really about stopping the flow of deadly drugs into the US, or is there more to the story? In this video, we'll break down the latest developments, from the US tariffs to the retaliatory measures from Canada and Mexico. We'll also explore the potential consequences for consumers, businesses, and the global economy. Stay tuned for the inside scoop on the trade war that's taking over the headlines. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this tariff drama. You know what's wild? The US is basically saying, hey, you guys aren't doing enough to stop the flow of drugs into our country, so we're slapping some tariffs on you. And then Canada and Mexico are all like, hello, we're not perfect, but we're working on it, and tariffs aren't exactly the solution. I mean, it's not like Canada and Mexico are the only ones with a problem, right? The US has its own issues with immigration and border security. But instead of, actually working together to solve the problem, the US is just throwing some tariffs around like they're going out of style. And let's not forget about China. They're just sitting over there like, hey, yeah, we're not perfect either, but we're not exactly the ones responsible for all those fentanyl-laden packages showing up at the US-Mexico border. I mean, the White House is basically saying that China is the central player in the fentanyl crisis, which, that's a pretty big claim. But here's the thing. The US is already facing some pretty stiff competition from China in the trade game. And now, with these tariffs in place, it's only going to get worse. I mean, economists are already saying that this could lead to price increases on all sorts of products, from cars to avocados. Yeah, that's right, folks. Your avocado toast might be getting a little more expensive. And what about the farmers? They're already struggling, and now they're going to have to deal with these tariffs on top of everything else? It's just a recipe for disaster. I mean, I've heard that some US farmers are already considering shifting their crops to avoid the tariffs. Which, that's just a whole other can of worms. Ashley Davis, a Republican lobbyist, thinks that Trump might pull back on the tariffs if he can point to some progress on immigration and border security. Which, that's a pretty optimistic view if you ask me. I mean, the US has been trying to fix these issues for years, and we're still stuck in this tariffs debacle. It's like, come on, guys. Can't we just talk about this stuff instead of throwing tariffs around? I'm still trying to process the latest developments on the trade war between the US, Canada, and Mexico. It's like watching a game of chess where every move has a ripple effect. And with Trump's new tariffs, it's clear that the auto and food sectors are going to take a hit. I mean, have you seen the list of targeted items? American beer, wine, bourbon? It's like they're going for the jugular. To be honest, I'm a bit surprised by the ferocity of the response from Canada and Mexico. I mean, I get it. They're not just going to sit back and take it. But oh boy, the retaliatory tariffs are going to be a doozy. $155 billion worth of American goods, including household appliances, sporting goods, and furniture. It's like they're saying, you want a trade war? Bring it on. And what really gets me is that the auto sector is going to be especially hard hit. I mean, think about it. Auto parts cross the borders multiple times before a final vehicle is assembled. It's like a game of musical chairs, except instead of chairs, it's cars. And if the tariffs increase by $3,000 per car, that's a huge blow to the industry. But it's not all doom and gloom. Some economists are saying that the tariffs and subsequent retaliation could actually lead to a win-win solution. I mean, think about it. If the US and its trading partners can work together to address the issues of immigration, drug trafficking, and border security, maybe this is all just a big exercise in finding common ground. Ashley Davis, a Republican lobbyist, thinks Trump might pull back on the tariffs if he can point to progress on these issues. And I think she might be onto something. After all, the border and China are the two biggest issues that Americans voted him on in the elections. Anything he can do to claim wins on that, I think he's going to do. Thanks for tuning in to Current Express. Your engagement matters. Like, comment, and subscribe to help us keep the conversation flowing. Let's stay informed and inspired together. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.